I'm so excited about today's episode because it's all about travel. And not just any travel, but the kind that stays with you long after you've unpacked your suitcase. Whether you're planning a milestone anniversary trip or simply ready to make your next getaway unforgettable, today's guest has ideas you'll want to hear. I want to set the mood. So picture this. You're wrapped up in a cozy blanket, sipping mulled wine alongside twinkling lights at a European Christmas market. Your riverboat glides past centuries-old villages, the air crisp, the scenery pure magic. It might be June, but now is actually the perfect time to plan something truly special for the holiday season. Lindsay Smith, a luxury travel advisor, is here to guide us through an unforgettable kind of escape for the holidays. She's got the inside scoop on a time-sensitive deal from Viking River Cruises that ends at the end of this month. It's good. You're going to want to hear this. And if river cruising isn't your thing, be sure to tune in next week when we head to South Africa. I'll be talking with Lindsay again, and we're going to explore what it's like to stay in a luxury safari lodge and experience wildlife up close in some of the world's most breathtaking landscapes. It's a different kind of dream trip, one that's all about adventure, culture, and once-in-a-lifetime moments.
Welcome to The Nurtured Woman, a podcast bringing you conversations from a wide range of guests, from medical and wellness practitioners to wine and culinary experts, fashion leaders, and other trusted field insiders. Join me, Michele Droll, your guide, as we delve into topics that inspire you.
A big shout out and thank you to our featured sponsors.
Special thanks to Jane Haas Photography for sharing your elegant space with the Nurtured Woman podcast. Elevate your online presence effortlessly with Jane Haas's personal brand photography. Don't settle for less. Book your transformational session today. Call 732-673-9893.
Get your home summer ready with Bleaches NC. Is your carpet looking tired or stubborn stains and odors lingering? Let Bleaches NC IICRC certified specialists use advanced technology to give your carpets and upholstery a fresh, sanitized look. Safe for your family and pets, they'll make your home feel like new. Mention the Nurtured Woman podcast for 15% off your first cleaning. Call 984-51-GRIME or 984-514-7463 today.
Relocating to a new area can be stressful, especially when you're not sure where to start. That's where Kristen Dorninger, an expert real estate agent with Southern Homes of the Carolinas, comes in. With extensive knowledge of the Lake Norman area, Kristen is here to guide you in finding the perfect home. Whether you're moving across the country or just across town, she'll make the process smooth and straightforward. Call Kristen at 704-928-6573 today and let her help you find the right community to call home.
Good morning, Lindsay. When we had a conversation last week, you had mentioned that Viking River Cruises is offering a very special deal that's only available until the end of June. And you said it was a really good deal because it's free airfare. I've heard cruising referred to as the easy button for visiting Europe. So I definitely want to talk about that deal. It sounds absolutely amazing. Tell me about it.
It is an easy button for sure. Your hotel is floating with you. You unpack once. And so a lot of people think when they travel through Europe that they're moving from place to place and hotel to hotel and all in order to see all of these beautiful cities. But on a river cruise, your hotel is floating with you. And I've always loved the phrase that river cruising takes you through places while ocean cruising takes you to places. So on a river cruise, you are able to see these small, beautiful towns and countryside, castles and cathedrals that you probably would not be able to see when you're just hitting all of the major cities that you think of in Europe, because you are sailing right through these beautiful countries.
Let's talk about the deal with Viking River Cruise. Christmas in Paris. What are you doing on a Christmas in Paris riverboat cruise? What is that all about?
So you are sailing the Seine River. You are boarding in Paris. There are multiple stops along the river, but you are really able to see France from the water on land, unlike anything that you've ever done before. The great thing about these river cruises, they are smaller boats, so you're going to have maybe 150 to 200 people max. on these boats with you, they are so tailored to you having a local experience. You're going to have local food and drink on board. You're going to have local entertainment brought on board. Of course, for Christmas, those are tailored towards the holidays. The beautiful decorations. A really, really wonderful part is that the flexibility of getting on and off the boat to experience Paris and these areas the way that you want to. So while Viking does include one excursion per day included in your rate, there are others you can purchase, but there are so many people who say, you know what? I just want to get off the boat at 9 a.m. and I want to go do my own thing and I want to come back in the evening. And you can do that. You are walking directly off into the middle of the city. There's no going down to deck 2 and clearing and, all of those things. You are sent off with a bottle of water and a smile and a see you later as you walk off the boat directly into the city.
So I can hop off and I can go visit the Eiffel Tower.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the great thing is even if you aren't 100% sure as far as the stops of where you want to go, a great asset to river cruising is your cruise manager. You have access to that person at all times. It's not like an entertainment director you see on a large ocean cruise. This person is having a cocktail with you every night and talking about your day and planning your next day. And I've done this many times before. I walk up to them and say, I really don't want to do the excursion tomorrow. Here's what I want to do. Do you have a recommendation? And where should I eat? And they are just rattling off a list because they are so familiar with the area. They are experts. And it's really kind of like having your own little personal, let's call it your little personal chat GPT, right there that can help you have the best experience possible.
What do you see when you are traveling on this riverboat? What are some things that you might be able to see from the set?
So any of your major landmarks, with river cruising, you are so close to the banks. You really are. You have such a great view from both sides. And I always tell people I love doing just the scenic cruising. You can get an idea of where you want to go. So any of your major landmarks that you would have along the river, you've got the Eiffel Tower. You are able to go into the city and see the Louvre. You are able to see easily all of these major landmarks and tourist attractions. Some of the most fun things sometimes are being able to be on the boat and not know what something is, ask your cruise manager and they'll say, yeah, you should definitely go see that. So you actually have a little bit of a bird's eye view of all of these sites and things that you might not have seen if you were in the middle of the city surrounded by all of these buildings.
And I remember I actually had taken a cruise on the Seine, and I can remember seeing many of the major landmarks as they were moving down the river. And then the bridges on the Seine are works of art. Oh my gosh.
They are beautiful. And being able to see everything from the water lit up at night is just absolutely incredible.
So the cruise that you were mentioning to me was specifically for Christmas. It is an offer that they will allow until June 30th, correct?
Right.
Tell me about that trip.
So this trip is round trip from Paris. It is select dates in December. So this December, it is a beautiful trip up and down the Seine. And a great addition to this is going up toward Normandy. And so that is a beautiful addition. So many people are very interested in visiting Normandy when they go to France. And so that is an add-on that they've done to this particular cruise. But of course, the big exciting thing in Europe is the Christmas markets. That is what people want to see. And there is a limited time frame of when you can access those. They're not open year round. They're not open for an extended period of time. And so that December month is really your sweet spot of getting there. And you may even get a chance to see snow. It's one of those. Think about snow at the Eiffel Tower. I mean, it is a magical thing to be able to do at the holidays. And I love the fact, too, that you could sail over Christmas or you could be back in time for Christmas. Okay. So there's a lot of options. But yeah, this particular deal is select dates in December. You're talking some dates that even have less than $6,000 for 2 people for a veranda room. And your economy airfare from Charlotte because it's a free airfare promotion.
Oh my.
I mean,
and a veranda.
And a veranda. So you can sit in your own stateroom and watch the beautiful sights of the city in the evening, having a glass of wine. that you have found at a local shop in Paris and brought on board with you.
You can bring the wine.
Can. You sure can. River cruising is all about local experience and local flavor. And so many guests love to pick up a bottle of local wine or anything like that and bring it on board and have it. And that is
Can
absolutely.
you bring like a block of cheese on
Yeah,
board? So
yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
Chocolates.
Yeah,
Bring it on and enjoy it from your veranda.
absolutely.
That would make it so special. The Christmas markets. Tell me what they are. Not everyone necessarily knows what the Christmas markets are all about. Give us some details.
So Christmas markets are mainly centered around local tradition. And so they're going to be a little bit different depending on where you are in Europe. It's going to be the craftsman huts with all of the different arts and crafts, but it's going to be local artisan, wonderful for gift giving. Of course, your Christmas decorations. It's a beautiful time to go. They're typically beautifully lit up at night. You might have some specialty music. A lot of people go for the food and drink, which will, of course, Festa, which will vary, and lots and lots of local arts and crafts. So if you were really into Christmas decor, and even looking for special gifts, I know a lot of people, I say if you're going to
That's
go,
a great idea.
yeah, if you're going to go visit a Christmas market, what I tell people is I recommend bringing a small bag or something that would be a little bit sturdier, but bringing the wine sleeves. So if you get drinks, you can have the wine sleeves. What I did is I actually brought a duffel bag. And so what I did is I threw all the dirty clothes in the duffel bag, and then I threw the shopping in my hard-sided suitcase. So it was protected.
And it'll make it home if I have to check it. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm buying a $60 bottle of wine. That it makes it home.
Yeah, mine made it home. Mine made it home just fine.
Okay. We just had a lovely conversation talking about riverboat cruising in Paris at Christmas time, a special Viking River Cruise deal offering free airfare until June 30th. Lindsay, sum it up for our listeners.
You are going to have very easy access to all parts of Paris without the headache of public transportation and trying to figure out and read and figure out how to get around. This is really just a beautiful and relaxing way to see the city. I know that people can get very nervous about traveling. They don't speak French. They don't know how to get from one place to another. Like I keep saying, this is really the easy button. This is a comfortable way to get to see the city. This is a beautiful way to relax and enjoy and be able to have that freedom while still feel like someone is taking care of you every step of the way.
Okay, so you can hop off at the ports, you can go and enjoy a Parisian cafe, and you can also go see Notre Dame. My understanding is that it is now open to the public, even though there are still parts that are under restoration, correct?
Yeah, you can go see the opera, you can go see the Louvre, you can sit on a blanket under the Eiffel Tower and just enjoy. You have access to have the freedom to do the things that you want to do with the security of traveling basically all inclusive.
Okay, can we bring children?
Not on Viking.
Okay.
So Viking is an adults only cruise line. If you do want to bring children, Allure Waterways is an alternative cruise line, just as lovely, just as wonderful. They do similar sailings. They do allow children and said that that is one of their most popular cruises for families is their Christmas river cruises.
Okay.
And to tie it back in, we talked about Disney last time. Allure Waterways partners with Adventures by Disney. So if you want the true tailored family river cruise experience, then you can do the Adventures by Disney Allure Waterways River Cruise and have special adventure guides tailored to family experiences.
Now, when we say children, what ages are we talking about?
So I'm going to say you're going to have more of your preteen, teen children. I would say you definitely do have some of the younger ones on Alma. Alma Water. Yeah. Okay. So on Alma Waterways, there will be age minimums depending on the itinerary, because that really does break down the things that you're doing and what a child is able to do. So there may be an age minimum. It's usually pretty young.
So to confirm, for the Viking River Cruise, no one under 18.
Oh, yeah. So no children. So under 18.
Under
Correct.
18,
Yeah.
all children. Okay. Gotcha. Coming right back. Don't go away.
Expert cleaning you can trust. Is your carpet looking tired? Stains that won't budge? Smell not so pleasant? We've got you covered. At Bleaches NC, our IICRC certified specialists use state-of-the-art cleaning technology to remove dirt, stains, smells, and allergens from your carpets and upholstery, leaving them fresh, sanitized, and looking their very best. We take pride in long-lasting results with a meticulous approach that's safe for your family and pets. Exclusive offer, mention the Nurtured Woman podcast and save 15% on your first cleaning. Call 984-51-GRIME or 984-514-7463 to book your appointment today. That's Bleaches NC. Did you know that homes listed with the real estate agent sell faster and for more money than those sold by the owner? It's true. And when it comes to selling, no one works harder for you than Kristen Dorninger, a trusted real estate agent with Southern Homes of the Carolinas. She knows the Lake Norman market inside and out, and she's got the marketing, the strategy, and the negotiation skills to get your home sold for top dollar. If you're thinking of selling, don't just list it. Sell it smarter with Kristen. Call Kristen Dorninger today at 704-928-6573. Welcome back to The Nurtured Woman. Now let's dive back into our conversation. This has been such a lovely conversation, all about riverboat cruising the Seine at Christmas time, charming towns, festive markets, and the magic of Paris in winter. Lindsay, before we wrap up, please remind everyone what company you're with and what you do there.
I'm with Marvelous Mouse Travels. I am an independent travel agent. There's about 300 of us across the United States that I'm here in Charlotte and can help really anyone. And so I love to plan all kinds of trips. These are my favorite trips that I've ever done. So I have a lot of passion for these, but also love all kinds. My husband and I are heading to St. Vincent next week. So I do lots of planning for families each year.
So a family from California can call you, not a problem for them.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. That's all for today's Nurtured Woman. Don't forget that next week we'll be talking with Lindsay again and exploring what it's like to stay in a luxury safari lodge and experience wildlife up close and some of the world's most breathtaking landscapes. It's all happening next week. Join us then. Want to get your business in front of an engaged audience? Podcast ads boost brand awareness by 28%. That means more people remembering you. The Nurtured Woman podcast is the perfect place to share your message. We'll craft a custom ad and feature it in the middle of the show. Don't miss this chance to connect with our listeners in a meaningful way. Let's get your business heard. Reach out today to Michele Droll at mdroll@lknconnect.com. A big thank you to our featured sponsor, Bleaches NC, your expert carpet and upholstery cleaning service. From stubborn stains to odors, they tackle it all with safe, effective solutions. Don't forget, mention the Nurtured Woman podcast for 15% off your first cleaning. Call 984-51-GRIME today. Buying a home is a huge decision, and Kristen is the realtor you want by your side. Professional, trustworthy, and genuinely invested in finding the right home for you. Kristen handled all the details and made the process seamless for my family. Whether you're buying or selling, Kristen is here to guide you every step of the way. Call Kristen Dorninger at 704-928-6573, agent with Southern Homes of the Carolinas.